What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste Like Music. Jason and Joe here, 1973 week. And in the past, we've done these videos focusing on our Discord community, where they come on and talk about some of the records in our community, top 10. That was cool. That was fun to do, but also quite difficult to assign records to people and then collect all the videos and then edit them together. So instead, for this, we are going to just look at the community chart. If you are unaware, through our Patreon and Discord, people have assembled a list of usernames on Rate Your Music. So we are able to look at the top rated albums from the people that watch our channel. If you're interested in joining that, check it out. Link in the description. $1 a month. All you need is to be at our lowest level of patronage and have a Rate Your Music account, which is free. So easy to do if you're interested. But yeah, let's take a look. We're going to look at the top 100. Here we go. All right. Starting at the bottom here at number 100. We got the Doobie Brothers. It should be pointed out that it's not strictly based on score, average score. So there is some kind of algorithm through Rate Your Music at play where it weights the number of people that have listened to the album versus the score. Because you can see the 356 score for Captain and Me versus the 350 higher placement of Joe Walsh there. So that's kind of interesting to look at as we go through this and what not only is the most highly rated, but also the record that most of us are listening to. So Doobie Brothers, Joe Walsh, 10cc, ELO at the lower end of this list. Obviously, I like one of those a lot if you've seen the other videos. I don't really have a problem with any of them. We're down at the bottom of the list here, so that's all fine.
Yeah, the 10cc was better than I thought. I didn't care much for the Doobie Brothers though.
Gary Higgins, an interesting one. That was pretty cool, actually. I thought I didn't like it, but I think I was confusing it for something else, and I listened to it, and pretty cool, pretty ahead of its time, I'll say. Gong,
Gong.
Gong, I did not get to.
Ship Ahoy, that one's good.
Nectar, those were kind of cool, both of those records.
They were interesting, but I wasn't a huge fan.
The Roy Wood was pretty good. Curtis Mayfield was okay. Costa, some Brazilian stuff. Brazilian music does well in our community.
Yes, it does. Love those Brazilians.
Cockney Rebel, Billy Joel, one of my lowest rated of the year.
Yeah, I love Billy Joel, but I don't care much for that album, and I think that 3.29 says a lot. A lot of ratings, but it's all
Yeah.
pretty low score.
Well, if this isn't such a big name that 17 people rated, then I don't think it appears.
A little low for Blue Oyster for my liking.
Surprised to see Sparks this low. A fairly decent rating, 369. Only 8 people rated it, which is shocking because it feels like everyone in our community is an insanely huge Sparks fan. I guess it's just the 8 loudest voices. Betty Davis, pretty cool. A little inconsistent. There's some great tracks on that, though.
I was a little disappointed in Betty.
This is another one where this is not that great of a record, but it's a big name artist, so they get a lot of ratings.
Mhm.
The Divisive Tales from Topographic Oceans from Yes, 14 ratings, about a 3.5 star. That's fine.
Yeah, it's one of my lowest rated of the year, but
I believe this is Brazilian as well.
I would imagine.
Or maybe might be Argentinian. I forget.
South American. Got some live stuff. You got Space Ritual and now live Genesis. I like Preservation Act 1.
23 ratings. This is a product of us doing Kinks Week, I think.
Oh yeah. Pretty high
Funk.
score for Grand Funk there.
Pretty good record. Todd Rundgren produced.
Kind of low for the Faces. Vagabonds, I don't think it's a very good record. I think we all decided on that during Thin Lizzy week. Here's your boy Duncan.
Not a lot of ratings, but coming in hot with a 393. If you're not familiar or don't look at Rate Your Music that often, anything in the upper threes is pretty good.
Anything over 3.6 is usually bolded, which means it's in the top, what, 5,000, 10,000
Yeah.
on the website.
So sub 4 stars might not seem a lot based on, how we rate things, but for this site, it's pretty good.
Harsh Graders over at RYM.
Right. Fairy like that record a lot.
Van the Man, a little low. People don't seem to enjoy that one as much as you did.
Neil Young, surprised Neil Young only has 12 scores there.
I really should have gone in and rated some of these. So my influence, not very strong on these ratings. Did not like that Neil Young. Time fades away very much.
Anne was my lowest rated of 1973. I hated it, so hopefully I pulled that score down a little. Buckingham Nicks, glad to see that up there, 394. Ringo.
First Whalers album of the year. Probably not the last.
Caravan, pretty cool. I preferred, someone chose another of their albums, In the Land of Gray and Pink. I think that's what it's called, right? For our albums of the week series, where we take turns choosing records for everybody to listen to and score. And that was like the first Caravan that I had listened to. I thought that was really cool. This one I enjoyed also, but not quite as much as that one. John Prine.
One of two ELOs the year. Definitely an improvement over this ELO 2 or whatever it is. Desperado, my girl Jude's low. A little low for that.
Allman Brothers. Did not listen to
Herbie
that Herbie Hancock. I listened to the other one.
Funkadelic with a high score. I think that might be a little high for that album. Wasn't hugely impressed.
Billy Cobham Spectrum. It's great. Yeah, 386. Mystery to Me might be a little high, and getting around 50 here. I don't know if it's really, there's some cool stuff on it, but
Might be in my top 50.
sure. 3+3, a major list.
Did. Good to see. Mind Games, the not very high score, which I'm kind of surprised about. I think it's a pretty good record overall.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's close to my top 25.
Is this the first over 4, I think?
Mhm.
Tubular
Ugh,
Bells.
we got two right in a row. Can. Did you not listen to that one?
This one is not technically 73, I believe.
Okay.
I think that is an incorrect date on Rate Your Music's part, so it's not classified correctly.
It's a Can record.
Tubular Bells, though, one of these 8 is my score, which is not very high, so still coming in over 4. Some big fans of that record here. Billy Paul, 21 scores, because this was also selected for Albums of the Week by one of our patrons, and so we all listened to it. First track is really, really cool. Kind of like psychedelic R&B. The rest of it's solid.
It's in my top 76 of the year.
Sly and the Family Stone, another artist we covered on the channel.
That one's right outside my top 25.
We're getting into some higher echelon stuff here, where you're getting 15 plus scores and still holding on to the 375s. It's hard to do. There's always someone that's trying to drag it down.
Always a hater or two. Grateful Dead. It's probably more than you normally get for Wake of the Flood, but we did cover them, so all those extra votes on there. GP.
26. That's the most, I think, so far.
Another 4+ there.
Jackson Brown. Only 10 people, though. Alice Cooper.
Nice score. I think a lot of people have Paris 1919 on their top 25s. Not me, though.
Big. A different, I forget the name of it. A different John Cale record was chosen for me in recommendations. by James Griffiths. And I preferred that, whatever that record was called, I liked more than Paris 1919.
Pretty high placement for ZZ Top there.
Yeah. Pretty high for T-Rex too. I feel like I'm the kind of like outsider in championing this record. But apparently at least a couple other people agree with me that it's really good. John Martin, pretty high.
That's a high score yet. 422 for Willie.
Yeah. Just missed. That's one of the 4.5s that did not make my top 25.
Yeah, these are all into 4.5 territory for me for the most part. At least these
Berlin,
three standard. 5 for Beach Boys. Berlin, big fan of that one. Forgot to listen to the Overnight Sensation.
I think I gave it 3.5. It's all right.
Red Rose, you're not alone.
Not
In the
alone there either. Yeah, 24 scores and 394. That's nice.
kind of surprised because that's not a very good album. Roadmaster 25. It's good. These are scraping the 4s, I think, from here on out.
Yep. King Crimson.
Surprising. I don't think I heard a single mention of it this whole 73 deep dive period.
I imagine though that that would be a record that was on if Cram had participated. I think that would have made his top 25. I think that was his number one, King Crimson, right?
Might have been, which is weird. Elton John, Mott, these are a lot of records that made our lists
Yep.
or was close to. I had Mott just outside the top 25. Rundgren was just outside.
Herbie,
Herbie.
big controversy. I did not like this record very much, and people were upset with me.
I didn't listen, to be honest with you. Wasn't going to make my top 25. I'll tell you that. Too high for George. Let's get it on. Good. Your boy, the Stooges.
28 scores there. How many people are on the list? I think we have like 40 some names. So even here at the top of the chart, not everybody listening to everything. So
Always some slackers. New York Dolls. Ooh, it's a high score. Highest yet, I think.
423. Was that higher? There was. Hold on. I think there was a 428, wasn't there? Back. 422. What were they? 423.
Yeah.
No, that is the highest yet. Closing
Okay.
time 419, 27 scores.
Even I like that one.
31, the most scores yet. Selling England by the pound.
I think that is one of the ones I did rate on RYM.
Another one with 31 scores. The Who.
Ooh, there's a new high for your pleasure. Ooh, another new high. Stranded. That's good. I'm glad we have the correct. Ooh,
445, 29.
we do have the correct Rocky music ahead of the other one. It's good. It's good to see.
42. There we go.
That's everybody.
Everybody listens to Bowie.
Yeah. Universally beloved. 41. So far, Sabbath at the top with that 445.
Ooh, 444.
Band on the Run. Everybody loves that one. Ooh, 443. Everybody seems to love that one. Oh,
461.
Lord. What is going to be number one?
That's significantly fewer scores though than the Bowie and even how many did
Yeah.
the Sabbath have? 29. It's more than the Sabbath. Number one. What could it be?
Dark Side. 47. Oh, 49. Wow. Okay, that must be everybody then.
That's like mostly 5 stars. So like probably very few even going below 4.5.
It's one of those albums that like it's really hard to go below 5 stars. Just the work of art and its like status kind of demands at least a 4.5.
All right, so that is the TLM Community Top 100 Albums of 1973. Again, If you would like to contribute your scores to these lists and these videos, all you got to do is be a patron of ours, $1 a month, and have a free Rate Your Music account. Pretty easy. Then you just let us know once you're in the Patreon and Discord. We'll add your name to the list and start factoring in your scores. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think of 1973, your favorite albums, your favorite songs. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Links to Patreon and all of our social media in the video description. Check it out. We will see you in the next one.